Hornice, Why We Sleep, Unlocking the Power of Sleep and Dreams, is a groundbreaking popular science book that demystifies one of humanity's most essential yet overlooked activities, sleep. Published in 2017 by Scribner, US, and Alan Lane, UK, it spans 368 pages and quickly became a New York Times bestseller, peaking at drawing on decades of neuroscience research. Author Matthew Walker argues that sleep isn't a luxury, it's the foundation of physical health, mental sharpness, and emotional resilience. The book is both a wake-up call to our sleep-deprived society and a practical guide to reclaiming restful nights. If you've ever pulled an all-nighter or dismissed fatigue as a minor nuisance, this book will make you rethink everything. About the author, Matthew Walker, PhD, is a British neuroscientist and professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of California, Berkeley, where he directs the Center for Human Sleep Science. A former professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, Walker has published over 100 scientific papers on sleep's role in health and disease. His journey into sleep research began accidentally as a medical student in the UK, where he noticed a glaring gap in studies on this vital function, despite it consuming a third of our lives. Walker's expertise shines through in his engaging style. He uses vivid analogies like comparing sleep deprivation to legal intoxication and real-world examples from historical figures to modern epidemics, making complex science accessible without dumbing it down. He's appeared on platforms like 60 Minutes, BBC, and NPR, and his TED Talks have millions of views, cementing his status as a leading voice in sleep science. Structure of the book: Walker structures the book like a comprehensive sleep cycle itself, methodical, cyclical, and building to deeper insights. It's divided into 4 parts, with an appendix of practical tips, allowing non-linear reading if you prefer dipping in by topic. Part 1. This Thing Called Sleep defines sleep's biology, including NREM, non-rapid eye movement, for physical restoration, and REM, rapid eye movement, for mental processing. It covers circadian rhythms, our internal 24-hour clock, slightly longer than a day, and how sleep needs evolve from infancy, 14 to 17 hours, to old age, 7 to 8 hours. Part 2, Why Should You Sleep? Explores sleep's superpowers, memory consolidation, immune boosting, and toxin clearance from the brain. Walker debunks myths like the idea that you can catch up on weekends. It takes days to recover from one bad night. Part 3, How and Why We Dream, dives into dreams as a virtual reality simulator for emotional therapy and creativity. REM sleep recalibrates feelings, helping process trauma and spark innovation, e.g., how Paul McCartney dreamed the melody of Yesterday. Part 4, From Sleeping Pills to Society Transformed, tackles societal sleep saboteurs like shift work, deemed a probable carcinogen by the WHO in early school starts, plus a 12 Tips for Healthy Sleep appendix. At around 368 pages, it's dense but readable, blending anecdotes, studies, and humor. Walker even jokes about his own insomnia battles. Key themes and ideas. Walker's core thesis: sleep is the Swiss Army knife of health, touching every system in the body. Here are the standout concepts backed by research. 1. Sleep deprivation's devastating toll. Chronic short sleep, under 7 hours, rivals smoking in health risks, doubling chances of cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and Alzheimer's due to poor amyloid plaque clearance. One night without sleep impairs cognition like being over the legal alcohol limit. Microsleeps, brief blackouts, spike 400% and cause more accidents than drunk driving. You can't stockpile sleep. Deficits compound irreversibly. 2. The functions of sleep stages. NREM flushes brain toxins and rebuilds the body, like a dishwasher for the mind, while REM fosters creativity and emotional balance, essential for processing fears and boosting empathy. Adenosine builds sleep pressure during the day, blocked temporarily by caffeine, but not forever. 3. Dreams as brain therapy. Dreams aren't random. They're evolutionary tools for threat simulation and insight. Walker links REM loss from alcohol or pills to anxiety and poor decision-making. 4. Societal and lifespan. Impacts. Modern life, blue light, 24/7 work, teen-unfriendly school schedules, creates a sleep loss epidemic. Biphasic sleep, naps, extends life in places like Ikaria, Greece. Walker calls for policy changes like later school starts, estimating billions in economic gains from better sleep. 5. Practical fixes. No magic pills. They fragment sleep. Instead, cool rooms, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, consistent bedtimes and ditching screens. Melatonin helps mildly, but routine trumps supplements. Walker weaves in stories, like how sleep helped solve the structure of benzene, to show sleep's real-world magic. Strengths and weaknesses. Strengths. This book is a revelation, praised for its evidence-based urgency and readability. Bill Gates called it important and fascinating, crediting it for better habits. On Goodreads, average 4.38 out of 5 from 21,700 plus ratings. Readers rave about its eye-opening science and motivation to prioritize sleep. Many report life-changing routines. It's comprehensive yet actionable, ideal for parents, professionals, and anyone feeling foggy. Weaknesses. The alarmist tone can terrify. Phrases like self-euthanasia via sleep loss unsettle insomniacs. Critics, including statistician Andrew Gelman and researcher Alexei Gusey, flag factual errors, e.g. overstating global sleep decline, and cherry-picked data, suggesting hype over broader critiques. Note, its neurocentric view ignores cultural sleep variations. Overall impact and recommendations. Why We Sleep has sold millions, sparking global conversations. Schools have delayed starts, and CEOs tout naps. It's not flawless, but its message is vital. In a wired world, sleep is your superpower. If you're sleep curious, pair it with The Sleep Solution by W. Chris Winter for lighter tips, or Breath by James Nestor for holistic health. Read it before bed, ironically, just not on a screen. Walker doesn't just explain sleep, he convinces you it's worth fighting for.